Hey, good morning, Robert. Let's take a quick look, man. So this is your version. This is their live site, right? Which we can completely take all content from. And then this is Equity Fuse as a reference point. Much cleaner video there, drone footage. Um, it's just it's just more symmetrical, I guess I could say is a word, because here it goes left, it goes right, it pivots around, and it's just blurry. I don't like it because it's blurry, and whatever that even looks like in mobile, uh, I don't even think, yeah, I'd have to go into Wix and hit the Wix mobile view, because if I do the short code there, it's doesn't even looks like crap. Anyway, so let's take a look at this. All right, this is the reference point. There's really only one widget in here that I'm interested in, and that's the property widget. Everything else, we're just going to make it sexier and nicer. Okay, and I'll give you, for instance, what we're after. But the first thing here, and I may have wrote it wrong, service area page, add it but do not publish. So this is the original one, service areas, just needs to go away. We're not doing service areas. So we're not going to make that page or that menu, right? I'll put it on menu. This one, VIP page, form goes to MailChimp. There is buyer's category. So we're keeping the VIP page, right? VIP buyer, excuse me. Realtors page, add it, but do not publish it, okay? So service, you can go ahead and just not even do one. I do want the realtors page copied over, but just leave it in draft, or if you publish it, then just don't put it on the menu. I have a concept to fix that page for Tang. He's just not ready to push it out there right now, but he does like what we went over, so I'll do the content on it. Just leave it in the back where I can play with it, okay? Draft or published and not on menu, whatever. I'd probably just draft would be better. JV page uses shorter form. We built a shorter form in Texas Investors Club. We want to use that one because the one they have is a monster, and we don't want that. We want the shorter one. Okay. Let's go back to equities to here. Then, so if you go look at Texas Investors Club, you'll see that short one. Let's see, JV page. Users have to upload files and pics. So on that JV page, they have to agree to upload a copy of the contract and pictures. These are non real estate, IDX, MLS listed properties. These are off market properties only. So they got to upload all this stuff. So they need at least 5 or 6 pictures, and they need a copy of that contract that they executed for these guys to jump in on that deal. What we come up with, because they like using Google Drive, they want a request for the submitter, right, to be able to share a Google Drive file, right? And that'd be to Micah and Tang, so they can look at the pictures in the contracts, decide if it's going to be something that can be added, right? Investor Solutions page, add it, but don't publish it. Well, everything that's on there is no longer live. That's gone. Well, they're out there. I think it's gone. And then this is gone. This is gone. So they don't have anything to offer. So we need to take that off of there, right? I would add it, but don't publish it because they will get some new services. And really, I want to call it resources. Investor Solutions sounded dumb. Properties pages, find the widget that works. Equity Fuse, make a pop-up form on content. Form content is on Equity Strike. Okay, so it makes sense to me because I was on the conversation, right? So let me help you out. So on the properties, the widget that they have here does not work realistically. This widget does. If you go to properties here, they don't have any for sale, they don't have any pending, but if you hit sold. So what Micah has to do as the disposition manager is that he's got to, add the ones for sale because, stuff's coming in, and theirs as well too. And he can mark something pending so somebody can do a backup deal because they could have looked at it today, come tomorrow, and it's pending already. He's been getting a lot of heat from people, and they don't like doing business with these cats, but they come because they're the big pool. Because they want to go do a deal on the house and it just still shows for sale. And then when you mark, if you click sold, these automatically pop up sold. So this widget works better than theirs, but they don't want this property search thing here, right? What they want is this offer, make an offer on a property. I said that would be great for a pop-up because on mobile this comes up first way before you see that's a 2.5 swipe before you get to a property. So if we could just have a floating button, right, or a button that floats over, but the mechanics of this needs to be there. He needs to be able to take it and switch the category from sold to pending, or I mean from a for sale to pending to sold. He should be able to just click the button and it'll automatically fill it out. Right now he's having to go manually type that in, and if he forgot, someone comes in and they're trying to make an offer on this and they're getting pissed off, why can't I buy it? It doesn't say that it's sold on your website. They're getting that heat, bro. So this mechanics is super important. Then let's go back to Milanote. Let's see, properties page, functionality should show for sale. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Hero section, 2 buttons only. We want one to view properties and the other to submit. Okay, so let's go back to this. Now I'm using the original site. Okay, so what we want is we want home properties, right? That's gone. VIPs is there. JVs is there. That's on draft, so it's gone. That's on draft, so it's gone. Contact just needs to go to footer. So you're just going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. Rocket, right? This needs to be view properties like it does, and then this needs to be submit properties. So your idea here, I like it, but I don't need it up here. I need it here. This was kind of dumb. Why is there a contact us here? I don't, you see what I mean? And where did it go? They went to properties. So anything we can do about that video, I don't know. I don't think there's any way to clean it up, and we might need to search for something else. Worst case, we got to leave it there, but it just does not look attractive, you know. So and we all agreed on that, but that was just a functionality in Wix. I went through yours. Looks like every page looks exactly like this, so I'm not real sure what was you're trying to show. But we do have permission from the owners that they own this equity strike. That's Tang and Eric, that we can at least replicate that over here on our side in a WordPress to make it be sexy like this, because this was a WordPress, right? Instead of the Wix version. And look at that, this thing's getting hung up, man. We might need to find out what that widget is and take a look at some formatting there before we lose access to this, because it looked like it might be going down. Anyway, you see it's clean color, and then white with letters, color, right? And then a break with some black, right? You know, it's a filter on top of that, or overlay as they call them. And then a break, and then now there's some boxes. So I like it. And then, you know, it goes back to black. You know, this thing that they did here, you know, okay, there's white with some that, and then there's some color, but I don't know where he keeps getting this pale overlay like this. It's just horrible. But, you know, see, that's all they got. I mean, and that's okay. We don't have to make it super fantastic, but I mean, for sure better than what Wix allowed them to do, right? I mean, we're supposed to be the pros. I just don't like that video, man. It's crap. So I see this, you know, but when I go to other pages that you did, let me see. I go to properties. It does move pretty slow, but I know we're making it still. Looks all the same. That's an inverted, and I don't know why we got green, because Tang's deal is this blue and gold, you know, Louisiana State, right? But equity is just, equity fuse is just, I mean, professionals all get out. The colors are striking. It's easier on the eyes. Looks good. This thing functions like it's supposed to. All we want is this to be a form, but we don't want it there. We want it floating over, right? Especially for mobile. And then on desktop, it could stay there. You can see they got their reviews. Of course, you know, these guys don't have that. They got more complaints right now. Man, this thing's getting stuck. Look at that. We're probably going to lose access to that. Interesting. Okay, man. So if you can help me there, that'd be great. I'll collect the payment from them and I'll get you some cash, get you some cashed up. We have more work. I will tell you, I was disgruntled over the foundation and the roofing gal. She got snippy with me. She runs two, dude, she's got a crew of 15 on one and a crew of 12 on another, all Mexican. She's a white girl, fluent in Spanish, married to a Mexican, and she don't take no bullshit. And by the time I told her the third time, hey, you were at the hospital, you're on your way back. She says, hospital. I said, yeah, some surgery. And so she thought accident. I said, no. I said, I don't know if there was an accident. He didn't have it. It was a buddy. It just, you know what I mean? And then so when a woman tells you, oh, you're fine, that's fine, you're fine. You see where that went? That was $500 a month for 6 months minimum for SEO. And then you have, I had already got her to agree that we need to completely redo our sites, and the best I could do is probably 2,500 each. She goes, okay, as long as we get past the first year, I'll do that. All that's off the table, man, because we drug her out to late Saturday. And I had to pull a trick out of my ass with GoDaddy because I've got such a good standing and large account with them to give her refund back because we were 3 days past the refund policy. Got it done. So anyway, that kind of stuff, when it kills us, and she knows everybody I know, that is dangerous. So you got to help me not let that happen. And I understand, money is tight. We can get you going. I need the work to be tight, right? And I need the production to happen when it's going to happen. I saw your text that night, and it says, I will try to work it out if I could help cover something. Um, you know, um, when you told me you were off for Thanksgiving week and you had plenty of time to work, that bothered me because that means, we're second plate. So, and I was feeding you some stuff that was going to jam. Um, so just think about that. If you're cool and you can get it done and get it done in an appropriate amount of time, I'm okay. If your other stuff is priority and I've been nice about it, that's cool too. Just need the work done when we say we're going to get it done. Because remember, we went from Tuesday to Thursday till late Saturday before we got live with that bad boy. Think about that. And she had a customer on Tuesday that needed to make a payment. So anyway, that's my thought. Um, we are a caring organization. We really try to help and take care of our folks, but you just got to have the commitment there, man. And I think it is. Just let me know that you're down with that, and then we'll just move forward. And nothing will be said again, right? We'll just move forward. Cool? Thanks.